Let's post those notices. Ba-boom. Ba-cha. Let's delete the old ones. Spread the news. Sneeze and ruin everyone's ears. But I think we're set. Yep. Alright. Let's turn this fucking game on. Yeehaw! Do, 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 do. Let's see. Let's tweak up the game just a little bit. It is time. Welcome to the stream, Rifle Forge. Let's continue. Yeah, we just finished dating Matt, so let's get in the dad book.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You've got dads. Okay, we dated Robert, Matt, and Damien last time, leaving these four. Of the four, I'm most interested in Hugo, so let's start with him. Spawn on my computer monitor. Teacher dad time, yeah. Liquor before beef. You're in the clear. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime. But I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man. That's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school, arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen, pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how's middle school for you? Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Everyone sucks, no self-awareness, it's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40-plus hours a week, doing long division, starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day, top 40s pop. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? If I'm being honest, I don't clearly remember anything except for, like, some traumatic bullshit, so I don't remember. It was so long ago, we probably rode dinosaurs to class and bartered for lunch with the tiny skulls of the animals we had slain. We probably had to walk uphill in the snow both ways too, huh? And we liked it. Huh. See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore? What? No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up in one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What, are you worried that a whale is gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. I'm glad, Rival. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there.
Yeah.
Then it's settled! Penguins outweigh fear of ocean! I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys, kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. Penguins do eliminate fear. They are very cute creatures. I love them so much. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me, looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're shorthanded, and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar.
Oh.
Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here.
Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start.
Oh.
Can you guys put your phones away?
All the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo. They then go back to texting. At least they're quiet?
Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it.
There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school, after all.
We'll see.
The classes start filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid.
These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil.
The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. It's in the packet.
Honestly, it's just busy work, so the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asks them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef.
Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books?
Oh.
We just did a unit on the old man in the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Oh.
Gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish.
While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines.
Hey.
That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size?
Don't ascend too far, Rival. Whoa.
Ah.
Their spines are venomous too.
Nature's hardcore.
Yes.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here.
Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank.
Oh.
That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world.
And they just, like, keep it here?
Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them.
What happens if you step on them?
Tissue necrosis.
Cool.
Oh.
Nature's wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there?
That one?
Yeah, that's the blue-nosed wiggly fish.
Oh.
Yeah?
Do you know that? Paranormal fish trivia. This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, is not an actual vampire. That's the vampire fish.
Oh.
Wait, are you serious?
Serious as a heart attack. We're talking fish here. There's no time for jokes.
Oh.
That's a clownfish.
Ah, should have been honest. Right. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring.
Wow.
Oh.
I walk over to join him.
Beautiful, isn't it?
There's two sharks kissing. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. A great many mysteries lie in the ocean. It truly is fascinating to be able to observe it in a setting such as this.
That's a very astute point, Alex.
We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those completely harmless horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water.
Don't you want to pet some rays, Alex?
Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance.
Come on, it'll be fun and informative.
Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of these things are, but I get the feeling they'll probably bite me in my delicious hands, if given the chance.
Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch.
Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me.
See? Not so bad.
Feels like fun, slimy leather.
Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right?
Dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me.
Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish.
Sorry, I just get a little carried away
Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious.
Why's that?
Our backpack's usually that wet. Hold on. Susan? Susan, get back here!
Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit.
Wanna tell me what's in the bag?
Textbooks?
Wanna tell me what's really in the bag?
Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bag cop. Look, kid. No. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I had a bug go down for that once. Came out a changed man. Said he missed the bars. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Oh.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down?
Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
Huh?
Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, skips it up, and places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he was gonna die?
Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later.
Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder.
Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here.
Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks. Sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surround us. Yeah, that poor crab.
Oh.
Oh, look over here.
Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth.
Hey.
That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth.
A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones.
Hey.
A fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day.
Man, we thought we had it hard.
Oh.
I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. However many thousand of them.
You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Oh.
It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person.
Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean.
We'll get there.
We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins?
Hey!
Yes, we get to see the penguins.
Hell yes. Our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. Yeah, penguin time! For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad.
What?
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm.
Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure.
Wait, just kidding. It's very bad. Is it one of ours?
It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend.
I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around.
I'll create a distraction.
Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room.
Everybody, I have an announcement.
The whole room turns toward Hugo.
Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins.
Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst! Hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you! I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy I just end up slipping. Catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me.
Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins.
The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they even going to go? They're going to live in my closet. Look, I just don't even have time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin.
A little-known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates, with some exceptions, so they don't all live in cold climates, if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly?
The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well, give it to me right now. I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button here. Is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later, and we have a deal. We move to shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds.
Block that bird!
Oh. Okay. Mini game time. I was trying to use my... It's for penguins! Love the sounds they make, though. How the hands just bounce around.
Drive that team!
Have money in their mouths. Only one escaped. Because I was trying to use the keyboard. Thanks, Netafine. Love you too. Oh, that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech.
Ah.
And that's why I think penguins are one of the best animals in the world.
A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over.
Molly, what were you doing in there?
I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega.
You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands.
Well, it was the thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
Whoa.
What?
Just, I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan, I suppose so that they can compare animal thief notes.
You're not off the hook, Molly.
Ah.
Alex, did you just bribe a child?
You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back.
Oh.
Well, let's just get through the day and get out of here.
With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load onto the buses, Hugo pulls me aside.
Hey.
Hey, Alex. Thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver.
It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun.
Hey.
Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards?
There's nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board.
Great! Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around.
I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight?
Just doing some homework. How's the aquarium?
It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
Dad! We've all been there.
I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw.
Alright. You have to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us?
Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though.
I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a
what?
kind of a stick in the mud.
He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes.
You mean take a nap?
There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Water.
Gold star for good behavior.
Thanks, Hugo. Gold
Welcome.
star.
You got dads.
Alright. Hello, Brian. Man, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with Brian more, but it seems like Daisy and Amanda got along really well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and hang out with Brian for the sake of the kids. I crack my knuckles and start typing. Hey Brian, great grabbing burgers with you at the cookout yesterday. We should get the kids together and hang out soon. I wait a couple minutes until a ding comes from my computer and a message pops up on screen. It's Brian. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey, man! Always love a good burg with a buddy. We should definitely hang out. What do you think about mini golf? We could bring the girls out and have ourselves a little friendly competition. Rock on, Brian.
He signed his name. That's cute. Friendly competition? This is perfect. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. I've been taking her to mini golf courses since she was a little kid, and I'm proud to say that she's almost better at it than I am. Almost. I type back. Sounds great, man. Name the time and place and we'll be there. Hey, Amanda? Hey, would you be up for some mini golf with Brian and Daisy?
I'm a little out of practice, and I know my backswing leaves something to be desired, but I think I could keep it in the negatives.
Perfect. Come on, kiddo. Let's do this. You ready for this?
Arr, matey, I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Why are you talking like that?
Because this mini golf course is pirate-themed?
I just now realized that we are indeed sitting on top of a giant pirate ship in the middle of a putt-putt course. Oh.
Come on, Pirate Dad. Won't you talk like a pirate with me? Arr, ahoy. Scurvy?
I'll make Brian and Daisy walk the plank with my superior golfing abilities. I mean, doubloon?
Come on, Dad. You told me this was just going to be some friendly competition.
Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. I need to prepare my body, mind, and soul to defeat Brian on the field of glorious battle.
It's just mini golf.
Just mini golf? It's so much more than that. I kneel down and place a hand on Amanda's shoulder. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it too much. But we have to beat Brian at mini golf.
Whatever happened to just having fun?
Oh, we will have fun. When we beat them.
Huh?
Amanda gives me a side-eye, but before I can side-eye her back, I spot Brian and Daisy.
Ahoy there, mateys!
Ahoy!
Brian walks up with Daisy in tow. Looks like they already rented us some golf clubs for a mini-golf excursion. Total power move. Why didn't I think of that?
Alright, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. You gonna help me plunder it?
Oh, Amanda, I don't think this is a real pirate ship. I think it's just to play putt-putt on. Amanda gives Daisy a look.
Eh?
I mean, aye aye, Captain. Daisy winks at Amanda.
Ah, look at those two.
They're two peas in a pod. Daisy's adorable.
So, you excited to get some mini golf in?
Oh, you know it.
You a gambling man?
Depends on what's on the table. What are you willing to part with?
How about the loser buys drinks tonight?
Alright, but how about we make it a bit more interesting?
I'm listening.
The loser has to mow the winner's lawn this weekend.
Well, my yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on?
I think you should be a little more concerned with how you're going to maneuver around my hedges. It's highly technical work, not for the faint of heart.
I don't think I'll need to worry about that.
I'm very good at mini golf, you know.
Oh yeah?
Hole in one every time. What I just said is not a true thing. But it already came out of my mouth, so I have to stand by it.
I'm looking forward to seeing that happen.
Brian and I eye each other up and down. May the best dad win. Brian and I shake hands and lock eyes. It's about to go down. A hole full of ball? Whoops. Too soon. Oh, I have a time limit. Good to know. Amanda pulls me aside while Brian and Daisy start walking to the next hole.
Hey, you having a good time?
I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time destroying Brian underfoot.
I just asked because your eye is twitching.
No, it's not. I feel my left eye twitch. Amanda raises her eyebrows. Yeah, that's real harsh.
We're out here to have fun, remember? It's just a game.
You're right. It is just a game. A game with extremely high stakes. A game we're currently winning.
Dad.
Please, Amanda, please nail this next hole for me. We need to keep this streak going.
If it's really that important to you, sure.
Amanda walks over and tees up for a particularly hard windmill hole. Gripping her club, she winds up and launches the ball into the parking lot. She looks me right in the eye and does an exaggerated shrug.
Oops.
I disagree with her actions, but I appreciate her act of youthful defiance. She walks over and pats me on the back.
That was for your own good.
Love you, kiddo. Oh, come the fuck on. Alright!
lost your ball.
Not sure what they wanted me to do there.
Dead men sink no huts.
The skull. Whoop. Whoop.
Dead men sink no huts.
It's fucking pachinko bullshit. Okay. Oh well. I got 10 out of 18 holes. I try to maintain an air of professionalism because there are children present, but confetti cannons are going off in my brain and someone is placing a wreath around inner me with the words "Best Dad" emblazoned on it.
Man, that was some good shooting there, Alex.
Mini golf is beneath me. Mini golf is no joke. The secret to mini golf is that you have to be really, really good at it.
Arr, Daisy, did you have a good time?
Yo-ho-ho, I did!
We haven't even found the buried treasure yet.
I think we would need to apply for a permit to dig around here.
I can take Daisy home so we can get the city paperwork started for digging. You two go enjoy your night.
Sounds like a plan. Alex, you cool with that?
Sure, just don't get yourselves into too much trouble.
Can do. I'll make sure we get in a perfectly reasonable amount of trouble.
Amanda and Daisy skip away, yelling about buried treasure. Bless that kid's tiny, rebellious heart.
Well, guess we should hit the bar now. There's actually a tiki bar attached to this place. How about that?
Sounds like a plan. Brian and I walk into the Freaky Tiki, a kitschy island-themed bar. Palm trees adorn the walls, and several fake photos are strewn about. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar. Guess I'm spending more time with Brian, which is a little more bearable since I won. Okay, I just gotta get my victory drink and get out of here. I think I already proved my superior dadness for the day.
2 pineapples of hospitality, please.
The bartender whips us up 2 rum drinks inside of hollowed-out pineapples. He sets them on fire, and we have to blow them out before we can drink them. Usually I just like to, I don't know, drink my drinks.
If you don't want yours, I'll take it.
And miss out on a taste of victory? I don't think so. I take a sip of my pineapple of hospitality. Victory tastes fruity. Let's talk about lawn maintenance. I'm very particular. No electric mowers for me. I hand cut everything with scissors. I also only water the lawn with bottled sparkling water. I just ran out, so we're going to have to import some. Italian is preferred, but I'll settle for Icelandic if that's all you have.
It's sweet that you're willing to put all that work into taking care of your dead grass.
What? My grass is perfectly healthy.
It's okay, buddy. I know just the trick to perk it back up. I'll work my magic when I finish trimming your grass with the tiniest pair of scissors I own.
Man, even when he's trying to be helpful, I feel personally attacked. While I sip more of my drink, I notice TV in the corner. Hey, Extreme Makeover Deck Edition is on. I love this show. Always made me want to own a deck.
Yeah, I hate this show.
Why?
It's so clearly fake.
Well, yeah, it's reality TV. Who cares?
I care. I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's a 3-week job minimum.
So you want them to cover those 3 weeks extensively in every episode? Can't be that interesting to watch a bunch of dudes slave over a deck for that long. Nobody would watch it.
I don't like any of those home improvement shows. I want to watch stuff that's real.
Like Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers.
I have terrible news for you, Alex.
No. No. Not them, too.
That's the awful truth. Not the ghosts, though. Those are real. Trucks just don't have emergency escape buttons.
I've been lied to for so long. We both chuckle and sip on our pineapples. So wait, you're a general contractor?
Sure am. I actually help plan the cul-de-sac we live in.
Wow, nice work.
Yeah, kind of took after the footsteps of my old man.
He was a general contractor too?
The best. He practically built half of this town with his bare hands. It's weird how you spend your whole life trying not to become your father, then you wake up one day and there you are. But I get to work with my hands, and it pays more than enough to take care of my daughter, so it's an absolute dream job. For me, at least.
Well, that's impressive. Building stuff has always been my weak point as a dad, and I've been okay with that. Until now. Now I must defeat him. I do have that patio furniture I haven't put together still sitting in the garage. Okay, maybe I should cool it with the dad competition. Gotta keep it light. Stare him down, unblinking. Let's ask his daughter. So, Daisy seems pretty smart for her age.
Yeah, she's a genius. She definitely doesn't get it from her old man, though. It's actually a little embarrassing. She beats me at Scrabble constantly.
But to be fair, Scrabble is really hard. I can barely make good words when I have the whole alphabet in front of me, let alone 7 letters. Brian laughs. See? We can keep things friendly here. This is perfectly pleasant. I could do this all night. Because I feel an innate need to impress Brian and prove I'm better than him, obviously. That's the only reason. I think. Let's keep it moving. So, you have a dog?
Sure do.
I can't quite remember what he looks like.
Oh, he's a little corgi. Always has a handkerchief around his neck.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. I think I might need a visual reminder to jog my memory. If you happen to have any pictures of said dog, maybe on your phone. Brian laughs.
Alex, if you wanted to see pictures of Maxwell, you could have just asked.
Show me the goods then. Brian pulls out his phone and flips to an entire album of dog pictures. Ah, yeah, that's the stuff. What a good boy. I look around the room and take in all the kitschy decor, looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish hanging above Brian and I. I gesture to it. Cool fish.
It's definitely fake.
Really?
Everything in here is fake. That palm tree over there is just a ficus with plastic coconuts glued to it.
I look over. He's right.
But I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was bigger, though.
Of course it was. Oh, really?
Yep, I went on a trip to Hawaii maybe a decade ago. We were out on the sea for 3 days, catching fish, drinking beer, you know, guy stuff. We had a hot plate on the boat so we could sear the fish right after we caught it. Threw a little bit of salt and lemon on there. Oh, man, that's some of the best food I've ever had.
That actually sounds amazing.
Well, it was the last day. Everyone gone to bed already, but I was out there watching the stars. Had my line out, too. And all of a sudden, it just starts running. So I jump on the reel before it gets ripped out of the rod's rack and start fighting with the damn thing. I'm out there for maybe an hour. Can't call out to my shipmates. It's just man against nature. Finally, I'm starting to tucker the guy out, get him up to the surface, and finally get a sight of it. Biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get it onto the boat single-handedly. And you know what happens next?
What happens next?
Damn thing smacks me in the face with its tail, knocks me out. Wake up next morning on the deck, the fish gone. Never felt dumber.
So it got away.
I think there's another version of me that would have spent the rest of my life trying to catch that fish, Captain Ahab style.
I'm sure Daisy would be supportive.
Ah, man, fishing's the life. Haven't gone enough lately. You go fishing?
Actually, I have a confession to make. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I having this inexplicable urge to be vulnerable with him? I can't tell him that I'm terrible at fishing. I lean in close. I'm the best at fishing. I'm simply the best out there.
Okay, since you're such a pro, I'm taking you fishing. Do you want to go fishing? Wait, don't answer that. Yes, you do. We're going fishing.
Oh no. Oh! I don't know.
Come on, it'll be a blast. I know the perfect little fishing spot. I'll bring some beers, we can just sit back, relax, and reel in some trout. We'll bring the kids with us. Come on, you know you want to.
I sigh. I've been cornered. Yeah, okay. Brian gives me an exuberant high five.
Yes! Maybe we'll see who can catch the most fish, so I can get you mowing my lawn.
You can try to beat me, but they don't call me Alex good at catching fish Dadson for nothing. I'm spinning a web of lies that I fear will one day consume me.
Sounds like it'll be a scrap.
Brian and I finish our drinks and head outside.
Till next time.
I'm real excited to catch way more fish than you, Brian. Brian extends his hand and gives me a friendly but firm handshake. I see that competitive fire in his eyes. This is going to become a whole thing, isn't it? That's right, I named my dad Dadson. Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home with me. She immediately plops down on the couch and flips on the TV.
So, how was your hang with Brian? He wasn't too spicy about his crushing defeat, was he?
Nah, he was pretty gracious about it. Like, frustratingly gracious.
Yeah, how dare that guy have some decency? Come on, Dad, he seems like a neat dude.
I think so. I don't know, the guy loves a good competition. But then again, apparently so do I. What did you and Daisy end up doing?
Oh, we hunted for treasure for a bit, but Daisy was really adamant about not digging without a permit. So, we just watched some documentary about theoretical physics, put her to bed, and then sat around eating Brian's food. Don't tell him I said that.
That's standard babysitting protocol, I believe.
I really like hanging out with Daisy. She's super mature for her age.
Yeah, Brian says she has a hard time relating to other kids. She kind of reminds me of you at her age. Although she doesn't bite people as much as you did.
I can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. Feels good. You gonna hang out with Brian again?
That's the thing. He wants to go fishing with me.
Oh,
I told him I was an amazing fisherman.
you hate fishing.
I know. I'm kind of panicking.
I'm sure it'll be fine. All you have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn and sit silently in a boat on a lake for hours on end with no promise of a tangible reward, your only companion being the fear and doubt you harbor deep within your heart. Fishing's fun. You'll remind yourself as the world darkens around you, and you wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in the lake's reflection, or simply just the abyss.
Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You're coming with us.
It is my constitutional right to outright refuse this order.
Daisy's coming too.
Well,
I bet I could convince Brian to bring his dog.
fine. Sold. I'm in.
Alright. I'm bushed. Gonna call it a night. Don't stay up too late, okay?
You got it, Pops.
Amanda's a great kid. Almost maxed out bear hugs.
Couldn't have done it better myself.
Thanks, Barry. Soft boy.
Well
1 out of 3.
You got dads.
Alright, let's go. On to the next. Wonder what Craig's up to today. Navigate to Craig's dadbook page and type out a message. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor. Let's catch up like old times. A couple months pass before I hear a ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick. Bro, my man! Let's definitely hang out soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend-long benders, but it'll still be fun. Think for a moment. This could be a fun opportunity to see my old buddy in his new element. We exchange a couple more messages and he logs off to prep for the game. I should see if Amanda wants to join me. Walk over to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Yo, Amanda Panda! I open the door and find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by magazines and newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of art piece. What you working on?
Just a collage for class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future.
Take a closer look at her collage. That's a lot of dogs.
It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something?
Craig invited us to a softball game. Wanna go?
Oh. Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you bought me all the gear and you took me to the first game and someone hit a ball toward me and I just ran off the field crying?
And then you hid in the dugout and I would scream if I tried to pick you up, yes.
Oh. I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic, sentient softball.
So does that mean you don't want to go? Amanda gets up and looks me dead in the eye, determined.
I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this.
Amanda and I make the short drive out to the local softball field. For a kid's softball game, this is pretty packed. We clamber up the bleachers and take our seats on the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere.
Dad.
So, when do the kids start crying and running off of the field?
You know that your relationship with softball is different from everyone else's relationship with softball, right?
Okay, but if I don't see some kids cry, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take joy out of children fighting for my amusement. Definitely not that.
The game starts and the kids run out onto the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has River strapped to his chest, as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot. Reading the kids' brightly colored jerseys, I see that it's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks?
Choke upon the bat, Miranda!
Yeah, Miranda, square up!
How much do you know about softball?
Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard despite their name. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot. It's cathartic.
What are you willing to sacrifice to win? Keep your eye on the ball, and also an eye on the bat, and the outfield, and the other players. Just keep your eye on all the stuff simultaneously.
Nice.
We watched a couple innings of softball. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig's trained his team pretty well. Seems like he's really good with kids. Kegstand Craig is good with children. Whoa.
Oh. It's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball and how no one has run off of the field crying yet.
Amanda, dear, you have to let it go.
Let what go? I'm perfectly fine.
The opposing team is up at bat. They hit a fly ball out into the center field. The tiny little girl tries to get under the ball, but it misses her glove and hits her straight in the forehead.
See? It's a completely justifiable fear.
The girl pops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her until the parents arrive. He carries her off of the field as she sobs. Man, it's strange to think about how this was the guy who once backflipped off of a roof and into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit and we watch a couple more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning. They also don't seem to have given up by this point. I see one outfielder eating fistfuls of grass. Yeah, right. A batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and... Oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no. I close my eyes and brace for impact. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement.
Hey.
I caught the ball. You saved me. I caught the ball! Dad! I caught the ball! You did it, Amanda.
I faced my fears. I defeated the softball. I can do anything.
Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood. I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's team are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands. Great job, everyone! We walk over to the dugout and congratulate Craig, who's talking with some of the parents. Craig! Great work, man!
Thanks. We've been working hard all season. It's great to see it paying off. I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel?
Hello! Hey, killer playing out there.
Yeah, you guys rule.
Thank you.
You guys are twins, huh? So which one of you is the evil one?
Hazel? Yeah, it's me.
Good looking out.
Oh.
Do you guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think if I did, I'd be doing that constantly.
Yeah, I take all of her math tests. And I usually throw rocks at stuff when people get mad. I tell them I'm Briar.
What?
We will talk about this later. Alex, bro, just got a couple more things to clean up, then we can hang.
Sounds good. Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Not so fast. We have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm taking the whole team to get pizza.
Oh, I don't know if I can.
Nonsense. The girls won. What sort of celebration could we have without our fearless leader? She lays her hand on his shoulder and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom's laying it on thick. Amanda and I share a look.
Alright. Is it cool if my bro comes along?
The mom looks slightly put out, but covers it up with a smile. Of course.
Where are we going? Thirsty's Pizza?
What?
What? It's a real place.
An endless stream of girls clad in softball gear pile out of a minivan and into a local pizza buffet, which is actually called Thirsty's Pizza. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig. Reminds me of all the awful pizza we put into our bodies back in the day.
Remember how we used to just fold whole pies in half and put taco fillings inside?
Ah, pizzacos. I could never forget. Thirstiest pizza. How did we survive college?
Our bodies were younger back then. More elastic. More able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us.
The good old days. Kids run around, playing arcade games, eating greasy food. Amanda and I jump on a couple slices of mediocre pizza.
Hey, give me a piece of that.
No, absolutely not.
I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here.
Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda.
Huh?
Dad!
A different mom walks up to us, talking to Craig as if we weren't even there. Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day about how great you are.
Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own.
It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. Amanda and I look at each other again. Craig gets it from all angles, huh? Craig smiles sheepishly.
Thank you so much, dude.
Craig holds his fist up for a fist bump from the mom in what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. Smokescreen Martha. Let's tag team with Amanda. Give Amanda another knowing look, and she hits me back with a nod. She understands. Amanda puts a hand to her stomach and looks at me with puppy dog eyes.
Dad, I don't feel so good. I think I ate too much pizza.
Oh no, sweetie, you're not going to projectile vomit everywhere, are you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna projectile vomit everywhere right now.
The words projectile vomit and right now usually seem to get everyone to clear out, but Martha's not budging.
Back it up, Martha. You're in the splash zone. I drank a lot of orange juice this morning, and it's feeling pretty acidic.
You'll be fine. Amanda shoots me a worried look. This con is going sideways. Should have known that a mom of all people would know the fake puke scam.
Well, I guess it went away, and I'm fine now. Nothing's wrong.
She turns her back on me to talk to Craig. So, I'm taking Hazel and Briar tonight for the sleepover?
Yep, they're pretty excited about it. You'll keep them out of trouble, right?
Oh, of course, but I could always use help watching after everyone tonight, if you're not doing anything. Wow, this lady's really going for the gold.
It'll actually be nice to have a night to myself in River, but thanks for the invite. Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into a coin slot.
Martha angrily turns her attention toward her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine! I swear, if I have to buy it... Martha storms off toward her kid. She seems nice.
Yeah, team is one big weird family. Takes all sorts, right?
Tiffany, don't eat the tokens.
Tiffany's a stellar hitter.
I think I finally have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh?
Only on days like today, I hope.
Dad!
Hey, girls.
Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR? We told Ariana's dad that you could destroy him on the dance mat. Please help.
Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore.
But Dad...
Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy.
Sorry, dudes. Duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit.
It's all good, buddy. Craig runs off with his daughters, and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to hang out with Craig more today, but it seems like he's getting dragged in every direction. Definitely wasn't like this in college. I feel like there might be a third wheel here.
There's worse places than an arcade to be left to your own devices.
You're right. Want to drop some coin on pinball?
You know it.
Amanda and I pull up to a machine that's feeling pretty hot. Get to work. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard within me will never die. Pull out a decent score, and then challenge Amanda to top mine. And immediately she gets a multi-ball. Looks like she takes after her father. You're pretty good.
Don't patronize me.
Hey, just trying to pay a compliment. Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. She fights valiantly, racking up points by the millions. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored just being able to watch. You're friends with Craig, right? Janet from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine. Yeah, we went to college together.
Please don't lean on my thing.
Oh, that's so interesting. Do you know if he's, available? Oh, I honestly don't know if I could say...
Seriously, you're gonna make it tilt.
Because it's just... It seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think it'd be great if he...
Lady, I swear to God.
All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt.
You stone harpy.
What?
I said I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings.
Amanda,
Bro!
what's going on?
Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck for the rest of the night.
I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig. We head out of the pizza place. Finally. Amanda really is the best kid. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home.
Hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro.
Not at all, dude. It's good to finally get you all to myself for a second. River burps. Well, almost all to myself.
Hold up.
Craig walks over to the trunk of his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball.
Up for some catch?
This might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it, but sure. We stand in the middle of the empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth.
I have a cooler in my car that we could grab, but there's only juice boxes in there.
Man, fatherhood is strange.
You're telling me. Can't believe I'm looking back on my keg stand Craig days and reminiscing about it.
Those are some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off the rare horizontal keg stand.
It was a feat of discipline, bro. Trust me.
I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long. I don't even know where to begin. I can't believe you're a father of 3.
Neither can I. You know me, I'm an indecisive person.
You switched your major 4 times.
Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. But raising kids? When Briar and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense. It's like all the time I'd spent trying to figure things out led to them. Couldn't be happier about it. Don't think I've ever cared about anything as much as I care about them.
I had the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. It could be the only thing that ever happened to me, and I would still be proud of the life I lived. So, softball coach the life you wanted, or was it the life that was thrust upon you?
I'll admit that I was hesitant at first. Briar and Hazel had so much energy that we just had to get them into sports, but no one was there to run the team. The more I did it, the more I saw how much it meant to all the girls. The more there'd be a riot if I quit.
I would also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats.
They're quick, and they work as a team. We train them too well.
They'd take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T-Rex.
Exactly.
So, you're in a business now?
Yep, we sell fitness gear. Imports and exports mostly, but we're coming up with our own line of athleisure wear soon.
I nod. I mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not, sweating. Sounds like you'd make a killing.
If you ever need athletic gear, I've got your back.
You could sponsor me. I'll rep your athleisure wear brand while I mow my lawn.
That is the glamorous lifestyle we're catering to, yes. It's nice out here. Quiet.
Must be good to get away from the softball moms for a bit, huh?
I don't know.
Christ, Janet.
Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that?
Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad.
Yikes.
I don't know.
I'm just so not interested.
Well, what are you interested in?
Oh.
Peace and quiet?
That hot, hot silence.
Hey! My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday.
Same.
But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. Couldn't even if I wanted to. There's no time.
I don't know.
I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a new stranger into my girls' lives. They've already been through so much. I can't put them through that.
Craig is really real. Buddy, I hear you.
Oh.
So, moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority.
You're doing a great job. Those kids love you. And add to that, the whole team loves you. I think you got this dad thing down right.
Oh.
Thanks, bro. Means a lot, coming from you.
While I'm distracted, I miss a softball and it hits me right on the head. Wow, that hurts. Amanda was right all along.
Nice.
Sorry, dude.
Craig runs over to me.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second.
Craig spends a moment examining my head.
Oh.
It's worse than I thought.
Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better.
Bro.
You'd be so lucky.
I mean, I feel like I've earned it at this point, waiting all day to hang out with you.
Well,
Craig leans in and kisses my forehead.
walk it off, champ.
Are the lights on the softball field really hot, or is that just me? Get up and dust myself off. River yawns.
Hey, little buddy, you must be getting tired, huh? I hate to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry things are so... You get older and life just kind of gets in the way, huh?
We start walking to the parking lot. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter?
How could I forget? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away.
But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked.
Oh man, yeah. Could you imagine the look on our faces?
We just walked straight past them like we were out for a stroll.
Not knowing that we were at the party, they started joking with us about how big of a bust it was.
We had to talk with them for 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy.
And then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life.
Man, college.
Good old days, right?
We get back to our cars. Craig pulls me into a hug, or at least as much as he can manage with a baby between us.
Oh.
Never enough time, huh?
Guess not.
Oh.
Let me make it up to you. Let's hang out soon, yeah?
I like that. The adventure stories are great. I yawn as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, glue stick in hand. Burn the midnight art oil?
Figured I might do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter lip sync battles.
Do the sharks lip sync or do the shark hunters lip sync?
Oh. Yes.
Look over her shoulder at the collage. Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this good art you made.
Ah. Thanks. I'm just about done.
Like before, it's still a lot of dogs. In one corner is a giant pile of cash, and the other it's... Amanda, is that me?
Yep. The whole thing is about my goals for the future, and those are basically just to sit on a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs, and also have a strong and mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood.
Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. This is a good stream. Look at the good stream. Thanks. It's happening.
Aw, Dad.
You did this with your good art. She pats me on the back.
Hey, how was your hangout with Craig?
I wipe a tear from my eye. It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy.
Yeah, dude, the softball life isn't for quitters.
Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How does it feel?
I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often.
Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice, dare I say, parallel parking?
Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of late night television for me, alright?
I'll let them know you said hey.
Marinara.
That was an amazing day.
Welcome.
Alright,
You got dads.
let's go, Joseph. Christensen. Do it once, do it right. Fuck off. Just do it right. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y, a light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Yeah. Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that?
I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops.
Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen.
Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him.
But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Khakis?
First of all, he's youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest.
There's a difference?
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the BBQ. I'd love to hang out soon, if you're not too busy.
Isn't that a little too business casual?
Fine, fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this.
Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. Smiley's a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response.
What'd he say?
Hi, Alex. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today. We'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. Joseph.
Huh. That wasn't so bad. He uses a lot of exclamation points. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun, Alex.
Great. Come on by the house as soon as you're ready. We'll be here.
Well, I guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore. Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops.
Dad.
And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Alex. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses, or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner? During dinner? Over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open, a shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Alex? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey. Hey. I think it was just Chris. Hi again, I'm Alex. I know what your name is. Oh yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus! Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad... Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home. This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph peeks his head around the corner.
Alex, you made it.
Joseph approaches with his arms wide.
I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake?
I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in.
Joseph leads me to a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming.
I believe you've met Chris, who left you outside. Chris. Are you going to apologize?
Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy.
It's alright. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay?
Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically.
Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself.
I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world. Plus, being the eldest in a big family can't be easy.
But we try to cut him a little slack where we can. Ah, and here are the twins. Christian, Christy, say hello to Alex.
Hello, Father. Hello, Alex.
Kids, come on. Dial it back on the creepy twin shtick.
Creepy twin stick? We should get to baking. Maybe it's better if I don't shift the power dynamic of the creepy nightmare twins. You guys gonna help us bake? We don't want to bake.
Oh. Well, okay. What do you want to do?
We have to perform surgery.
Guys, we've been over this. Please stop cutting open your toys.
Christian and Christy run out of the room, giggling. After a second of relative silence, Joseph turns to me, grinning sheepishly.
You ever have more than one kid, Alex?
Nope.
You should try it.
Norm McDonald.
We will start to laugh, but are interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now?
That doesn't sound good. Christy?
No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am.
Wait here a minute.
Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this?
There's a big stack of what look like travel magazines. Hyenas of the Serengeti, Underwater Mysteries in the Antarctic, and on and on. Seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure. Unless this is a Mary thing. Who knows? Next to them are a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens? He's a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. The 8th installment in. Wait, this is a series? Let's look at the coffee table. There's a couple cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a third cross. Unified design aesthetic. Smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. It looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants? Sex. Let's head to the kitchen. It's been a while. I guess I should go into the kitchen and see what's up. I walk to the kitchen and find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph.
The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated.
Where's Christian?
Yeah. He ran off.
Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet.
You're too sweet.
No, I'm not.
Oh. You're so sweet we might have to water you down with spiders.
No, not spiders.
Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes.
Oh.
Save me from the spiders! Renegade ouch! Spoon duel, the Spider King. I grab a wooden spoon and point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast.
Okay, Alex the Valiant, let's see what you've got.
You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him.
Have you come to squash me, knight? Or have you merely fallen into my web?
I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now, on guard. For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the two dumbest-looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow in the invisible heart between his arm and his body, and Joseph recoils in horror.
Ooh, cracker.
Blast! I am defeated! You could never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste from the brownie batter. The magic... Oh man, that is way too sweet. Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit.
Oh.
Hey, wait! Do you want to break boundaries with us?
Christy hesitates, then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony.
Sparkle Pony?
Joseph looks confused.
You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony?
Yes.
Okay, go.
Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Yeah, this is really cute.
Ahead.
Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting.
And that is still way too sweet.
So, what made that crash?
Yeah.
Egg beaters on linoleum floor. It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side.
Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout. I have a feeling Christy had something to do with it.
Oh.
We need a fresh start.
Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but...
Whoa.
Don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so we'll probably be fine.
Probably.
Whoa.
Yeah, probably.
He certainly looks confident. Alright, Alex. You've baked a cake from a box before. Once. How hard could this be?
Now, grab a spoon and get ready to rock.
Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work, cracking the eggs and mixing the things, and then pouring the things according to how we assume the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies.
Oh.
Ooh. Wait. Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose.
Wow, Alex. Way to use those dad skills. Bet you've baked a few box mixes in your time.
His nose. Joseph,
Oh.
the inner dialogue is really real.
All we have to do is bring these to the bake sale and voila, duty done. Now, help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles.
Joseph, hold still.
What?
Thumb in position, and... got it. Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he... blushing?
Yeah.
Oh. Ah, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I flick the batter off my finger. It's really good batter.
We
should find Christy.
Yes! Yes, we should do that, Alex.
Joseph quickly composes himself.
All right, she can't be far. You take the delta position, and I'll watch your 6.
Do you even know what that means?
Wink.
Alpha Tango Sparkle, roger, roger.
Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me.
Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. I'll meet you out by the car.
Yeah.
Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale's already in full swing.
Oh.
Wow, this place is packed.
Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack.
If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed.
Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies.
Okay, let's get set up.
I want to see Mom.
Hey.
She's down by the other row of tables helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi?
Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. She always run that fast?
Whoa!
Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be.
Can she melt steel beams? I remember when Amanda was her age. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds.
Yep, great age to deal with.
While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all of our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, we allowed to eat any of our own goods?
Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches.
Does he actually?
Yeah.
Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. Looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft serve ice cream machine. I gesture to it. How are we supposed to compete with that?
Please, this isn't my first time at the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo. There's actually no rodeo here, it's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you?
I hope so. Joseph gives me a reassuring pat on the shoulder.
If you bake it, they will come.
It's not long before we have our first customers.
Hey, dude!
Hiya! Matt, Carmencita, great to see you guys out here.
Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition.
Joseph leans close to me.
This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for these brownies?
Don't say you use the box recipe. Don't say you use the box recipe. We used the box recipe. We improvised. I just let the baking spirit move through me, you know? A little bit of flour here, a pinch of salt there. It's sort of like interpretive dance, but with cooking.
Interpretive cooking, yes.
You can never make the same thing twice. Every batch is special. There'll never be another batch of brownies with the exact flavor sensation that these right here have.
Oh.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Matt.
Hey.
Alright. We'll take 2.
Actually, we'll take 3.
I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away.
See? Not so hard.
Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up.
Alex!
It's Brian. Close enough.
Can we interest you two in any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies.
Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. So I'll put you down for 10?
Better make it just 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy.
Coming right up. You excited for youth group movie night, Daisy?
Yeah, what's the movie?
It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me. It's The Fast and the Furious. Really? If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges.
Clearly the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph.
Our 2 customers walk off for their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock. These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. Fast and the Furious isn't really a great movie, in my opinion. As for the religious undertones, I don't think so. I would have gone for Young Man in the Sea, but I can respect that.
Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd.
Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work.
It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind.
What?
It's kind of silly, but... Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock? You know, basically live on a Jimmy Buffett song?
Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville.
One day, my friend. One day we'll be on island time.
We make a couple more sales to some church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. Craig!
He's gonna be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. Then comes to these bake sales to test himself. See if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar.
You sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're going to sell them on brownies, too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig. Hey, bros!
Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad.
Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. Can't spell diet without die. Sure, why not? Hear me out for a second. When you really think about it, our existence is meaningless, right?
Alex?
We hurtle through lives in our flesh prisons that we never asked to be born into, submitting ourselves to the daily terrible calamity of simply having to get out of bed in the morning.
Nice.
Life is tedious, painful, and altogether tiring. Rare moments of goodness are fleeting, so we look up to the sky and ask ourselves, is there any happiness on this godforsaken rock? Yes, there is.
I don't know.
They're called brownies, and you should buy some.
I don't know.
We're gonna go now.
As Craig walks away, Joseph turns to me.
You gave him the nihilist pitch at a bake sale being held by a religious organization.
I thought I could wildcard him into picking some up.
Maybe next time ease off on the whole flesh prison angle.
It was absolutely wrong, yes. The day winds down, and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Box mix, huh?
Come on.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here.
Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is... Actually, they're just brownies.
Cute.
Oh my god.
And boring. And safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes start over to me. What's the rookie doing here?
I was just hoping to introduce Alex to the rest of the community.
Ah.
Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk is all. Holier than thou types. Don't you think, Alex?
Mary,
Let the kid answer the question. They seem nice. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess.
Mary, can we talk about this later?
Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool.
Can we please talk about this later?
Oh my god.
Sure thing, honey bear.
Ah.
Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a hefty wad, if I may say so myself.
Ah.
Thanks.
Hey.
Now give me your wallet. What?
Hey.
Give me your wallet. You think this church is gonna fix itself?
Mary.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh.
I'm really sorry about that.
You okay? She really likes pushing your buttons, huh?
Yeah.
Joseph shrugs.
No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out?
For real. Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat.
Aye.
I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me.
Looks like I tuckered you out, huh?
I'm a sleepy dad. Think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar.
I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today.
Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies.
Well, next time I promise to do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that.
It's fine, really.
I know, but first hangout domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me. Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise.
I smile. I'd like that.
Oh, and one last thing.
Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it.
It's the last one. You earned it.
Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie.
Nope. Too late. I'm already walking away.
But...
Bye!
Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, brownie. Save it for later. I pocket the brownie. This might come in handy down the road.
Oh.
Step inside to find Amanda doing homework on the couch.
Hey, Father Unit.
Hi, child that I am required by law to care for. How's homework?
It's really fun and educational.
Really? How long have you known me for? Right.
How's the bake sale?
Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman.
Glad to hear it.
So what? Were there any extra brownies? Or did you maybe sneak one? Or... I think for a moment and realize that I still have the brownie that Joseph gave me. This would probably do better in someone else's stomach than mine. Heads up!
Wait!
I hurl the brownie towards Amanda, hits the wall behind her and falls on the ground. Nice throw. She scoops up and smiles at me. Thanks, Pops. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark.
He did.
I sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. Can't beat the whammy part.
I mean, you look
Alright.
welcome. You've got dads.
Time for the second round of dates. He said something along the lines of, "Oh, that was, you look great. That was, yeah, that was great." That's pretty much what he said. Second round of dads. Let's date Damien. Had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. Wonder what he's up to. Yeah, see, I got ya. How'd you expect a Robert, but I got ya. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door.
Dad, you got a letter.
Oh, is it from Grandma?
Nope, it's from Damien.
Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment, folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, the dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, Dearest Alex, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit, and for that I thank you. That said, Alex, if you'd allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, Damien Bloodmarch. Amanda and I both look up from the letter.
Wow.
He's good.
So, you gonna catch a movie with him?
Yeah, better message him on Dadbook and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut.
You have to write him back. A real letter.
But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon.
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool.
Will you help me? I need to class this up.
Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter.
Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse show times. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy.
Oh, here's one.
Vampire Crusade 2?
Evil never dies.
I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid.
Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head.
Really?
Nah, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties.
Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien. Hey. I do hope that this letter finds you in good health.
Good one. What's next?
You've been good? I must confess of my amateur control of the written word.
Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself.
Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. Siren shows pretty You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter.
Nice. Ask him to hang out already.
True art takes time, Amanda. Let me, get at that. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand.
Bring it home, Pops.
It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema.
Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move.
Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. Hard daps. Best wishes. And then I sign my name. My full name, fancier that way. Alex Dadson. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Damien, I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. I must confess of my amateur control of the written word, as well as my even more amateur penmanship. Your letter found me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes, Alex Danson.
You spelled his name wrong.
What?
Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox.
Can I seal it with tape?
That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back.
Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood.
Gotta have a wax seal.
She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax into the folded letter and expertly presses a small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing
Here it is. Your sigil.
a little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome.
Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch.
Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh?
Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it.
Huh?
I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons.
Huh.
Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good.
I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and I almost fucking forgot that's what his house looked like. And walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Pigeon seller, I need your strongest birds.
Mission accomplished?
Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day, he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night and the theater's kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it going to rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What? What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds.
Let's do it.
We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Ugh, my dad's here. Turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids.
Oh.
Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I am glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids' movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it.
Huh.
Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies.
Oh, my.
You? Watching that?
Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it.
Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Lucien rejoins his friends, and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer, and Damien buys us snacks. Seems a little nervous. Wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats, legally, and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Everything okay? Everything is perfectly fine.
Huh.
I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better.
Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying.
Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I've never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. Looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
Oh, my.
You must be joking. I love horror movies.
The lights dim for the film. Damien screams.
I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all.
We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice, and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters.
Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies.
A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin.
Awaken, my coven.
Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor.
Brother, is it time?
Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. The three look at each other, and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with.
Romulus, it is good to finally meet you.
General, I agree. It is good to finally blood you.
Oh my.
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera.
Ugh.
Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood.
Oh my.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap.
Huh.
I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Do you notice how the guard fired 7 bullets, but his gun only holds 6? Yes, that is absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint. It's almost unwatchable. It's funny how it's so much easier to point out tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is to actually go create your own thing, huh? Hey, look! That's an anachronism. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie, where Romulus Bad Blood, his name changed again, and the general's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true vampire crusade was the vampire crusade in our hearts. Our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the general's wife begin making out hard.
Oh my.
The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen. But then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watch the two from afar.
Huh.
Oh no, twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3. Evil must die again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be.
Oh.
Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Damien's making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk in the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn, okay, here comes the smooth response. Thanks. No problem.
Ah.
Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. Getting a little hungry? Could maybe stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Alex. Trust me. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. Gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that?
Huh.
Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once, rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials. They became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
Oh my.
I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times.
Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie.
It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help.
Oh.
Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second.
We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that?
I'm not sure.
It noticed us. Paralyzed with fears, it begins lumbering slowly towards us. Its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature's getting closer, moving faster. Woof. Oh.
It's a dog.
As it finally comes into the into the light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us.
Oh.
The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily.
Oh, what a beautiful dog.
Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see...
Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening?
What a really good dog.
Hunting cryptids.
What?
What?
I didn't know you had a dog.
This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street, put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids.
Damien and I share a look.
Oh.
May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though.
Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laughs up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur.
Thanks.
My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw.
Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again.
Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. Didn't know you liked dogs.
The Victorians loved dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice, too.
Yeah, man, dogs are cool.
I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home?
Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. Picks up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep.
Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight.
Damien, it was my pleasure.
Alex, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection.
Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I'll use this to dry my tears for those I've lost.
A noble purpose.
Damien shuffles his feet.
I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you.
Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand.
I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside.
What?
Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad! What's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties.
Yeah.
Told you. But, as it turns out, Damien is
Huh.
Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool, it's scary. Nice save, Alex. Do you know the graveyards used to be a place to throw parties?
Huh?
I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure that you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow.
Huh.
I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will you?
I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight.
Wow, my stars, this... Never in a million moons have I had a date such as exquisite as this one.
Dog indeed. Well, it's been a long day. Just about ready to pack it in after a few bites of ice cream from the freezer. I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. Yeah, Damien is super cute. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass the room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I'll get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. And yeah, welcome back, Netafine. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops.
Not right now.
Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No! Nothing happened! Go away! Something must have happened. Amanda, get out! Okay, okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? Guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. Can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda.
Morning.
She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today?
Oh.
No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school?
No.
Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure unadulterated fear. remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. So I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. When I took her for ice cream, it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. Start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it.
Dad,
So I just... whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da!
Dad?
Sorry, you're sad, but I support you 100%. That's really sweet. Took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over, and
This is beautiful.
it's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake.
So, it's really stupid.
What is?
This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just...
I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. Best friend?
You got it! Wow, proud of you.
Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know?
And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out that Rosie M., that both of the Emmas, Grace, and Noah all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final.
Yikes.
So,
Another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and, that's a thing. What? Whoa, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay? You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R., and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like, simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P., Emma R., and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos, without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R., which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss! No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey! And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt, because of course she does. And Emma R. just, like, glares at me. Grace. Nothing's coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... boring one? Well, yeah, but that's not the important part. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or, I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to the shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R. asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and
Sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did MR say? Oh, okay. Got a load of this. MR says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on read. And then, wait, left me on read? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable. And I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me, he's like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. Bottom line is that everybody dropped me. Half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but MR's been there since Mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, take it back. I'm kinda mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously. I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Not all friendships last forever. People are going to come in and out of your life. It's just how it works. Not every friendship is going to last forever, so cherish your friends while you have them, and when it's over, don't dwell so much on the bad stuff. You had some good times with Emma R, but you guys grew apart. Learn from it and keep moving forward. There's so many new friends to make, and they're going to be so much cooler than Emma R and the rest. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yes? Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I'll be right back.
Alright, we're back. So, what I was going to say before that emotional roller coaster was, speaking of dogs, let's see what Robert's up to. I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. Tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I'll walk away from my computer because at this point, I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. Fine, and fine, again. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. Ah! I'll bake her favorite pie! Root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust till I get a nice dough. Throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Oh man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. Pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on my grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? Oh, it's almond extract, duh. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Baking's an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? I'll just swing it. Amanda's gonna be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open.
Yo, Pops! It smells like pie in here.
It's pie, sweetie.
Ah.
Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside.
Yes!
Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut, and bank robber. The lifestyle's calling me back and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you.
Well, I appreciated the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Thanks for all the pie.
We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it, so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. And you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you... Just eat the pie, Panda. Cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. Ugh. What's wrong? It's not good?
Oh.
Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just... burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right. The pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as media make us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole.
Dad, your sleeve is on fire.
I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be on my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen, play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Hope he's okay. Turn out the lights and lie down. Hey. Alex. Hey. Hey, Alex. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. God, what is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. Climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. Walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen.
Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here.
I look out my window and, sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. I open my door and try and figure out what's going on.
Hey.
Hey?
Oh. Wanna hang?
I was kind of sleeping.
That's no fun. Come hang out.
I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure.
Cool. Plan on going out like that?
I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing pants.
I mean, I don't mind.
Right, 1 second. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside.
Hey. Ready?
Ready.
Hop in.
I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac.
Hey. You like Tom Waits?
Love Tom Waits. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, it's Tom Waits, alright. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert?
No, I heard you.
He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. Glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. I remember what Robert said about hating small talk and decide to keep my mouth shut. He notices me staring.
Stop looking so nervous.
I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Just hang on, we're almost there.
Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too.
What are you waiting for?
I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. Sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. Cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's also gorgeous.
This is where I come to masturbate.
What?
I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think.
It's nice.
You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective.
Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realize what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife. Oh, please don't stab me. Robert reaches into his pocket, pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either. Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood, starts carving at it. Oh. I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways.
Did you think I was going to stab you just now?
What? No.
Hate to break it to you, but I did, in fact, bring you out here to harvest your organs.
Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate.
Nothing gets past you, huh?
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me.
I'm gonna warn you, last guy had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers, because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct?
I honestly can't tell when you're kidding.
I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is.
He and I laugh.
Have you ever whittled before?
Considering I'm not a grandpa, no.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I just thought that you'd have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check.
Alex, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick.
Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground. Perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up.
Most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood's going to splinter.
Isn't the most important thing safety?
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands.
I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They're very nice hands.
Can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs.
Alright.
Knife that wood.
Okay. That's a good start. Accidentally skipped that because I was trying to whittle. It's a pencil.
Good luck riding with that.
You made a highly dangerous weapon! Alright.
Tell me about this one.
Flatworm.
Gross.
We get a flatworm. What's the story here?
Toothpick?
You realize you could just pick your teeth with a knife.
Made a toothpick.
I'm treating this like I'm actually trying to whittle something. What's this?
Chicken nugget.
Please don't eat that.
You made Robert uncomfortable. It's a little peep.
Nice form. What's it supposed to be?
It's you.
You really captured my likeness. I'm impressed.
You made Robert, I guess.
Interesting. What do we have here?
Chopstick ambidextrous.
It's the stick.
You made a chopstick ambidextrous.
Ooh, got a big blocker this time.
Looks like a pepper.
You can keep this up. You'll be a whittling pro in no time.
It's a new friend. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, I see it. I see a new friend, though.
He's beautiful. I'm happy for you.
You made a new friend. This looks unnecessarily detailed.
Beautiful handiwork. What do you call it?
Sir Horsington the Brave.
A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature.
You made a beautiful gift for Amanda. Well, that was cute.
Oh.
Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. Glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife? While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Robert's lost in carving, doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jeez, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? He pulls out a red bandana, wraps it around my thumb.
Hold tight.
He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. Comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand, swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic.
Make sure to keep that cut clean.
It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now.
And you are. Be careful, though. They're attracted to the smell of blood.
Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood?
Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know.
Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff?
Mothman's bullshit. But yeah, town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences.
You're joking.
Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend.
Think about my entire time in the city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad.
You ever hear of the Dover Ghost?
I don't think so.
Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend. Camping trip with Betsy. Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup. Pit bull. Real intimidating. Feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. Get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. Gets a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. Can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear
hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing. Nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know someone, something, is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And I see it in the distance. A man, but if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it, just looked wrong. Big, arms too long for its body, black eyes, just stood there, stared at me. Then disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy and I turn around and check on her, but she's gone. In the thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night. I don't think I've slept right since.
You're lying. Okay, you're full of shit.
You think I'm lying?
Robert pulls out his wallet and shows me a picture of a beautiful pit bull.
Tell that to Betsy. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights, nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost.
A howl resonates through the woods. Doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right?
Really? I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up.
I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I barely make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that?
We should go.
Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that?
The Dover ghost, I guess.
I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve?
Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves.
We sit in silence for a little while longer. The fear of whatever was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city.
Oh, thanks for coming out. This was fun. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody.
You doing okay, Matt? Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette.
Hey. Been doing a lot of thinking.
He takes a long drag.
As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in the sea of regret. I'm so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy, I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. Didn't even think. Hey.
Robert stops. Wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road.
Maybe I'm just built like this. Maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am.
I'm trying to think of something to say. Remember all the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, something I held on to that kept me going.
Hey.
But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. I'm glad you told me. Must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be.
Do you ever wish you were a better father?
Think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. So much stuff I regret or wish I could have done better, but I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does.
Hey. It's funny. Look at you and your relationship with your daughter. It seems perfect.
It isn't.
Well, at least you're there for her.
I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me.
What'd your dad do?
It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom.
Do you hate him?
No. I used to, but
But after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all the happiest moments of my life, they're all with Amanda. And Alex. And he just wasn't there. There it is. I fucking knew they would name my partner Alex. Same name, same name. Anyway. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison.
Huh?
What? I turn and smile at him. Nah, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. We both break out into laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks and pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. You know the Mothman's bullshit, right? Amanda, you know what? It's fine.
Oh.
I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda?
Yeah?
She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too.
Ah.
Night. I chuckle to myself and finally decide to go to bed. Crime.
Uh-oh, where'd my pants go?
Thanks, Danny. Jesus. It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decided to take the long way home. Casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide, walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. Turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone and in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so sad. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into middle distance. I decide to go say hello, walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. The seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me.
Hey.
Hey, cowboy. You alright? Never better. She hiccups, because she's a little far gone.
Ah.
Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? Yeah. Slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. Reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away.
Hey.
I got it. She clearly does not got it. You know what? Hang out here for a second. Walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac, and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just she usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. She doesn't, go home with... I don't really want to say it. One of the guys she meets... Nah? Ain't her thing. Huh. I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. It's still raining a little bit. Take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street towards the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her for fear she might hit on me. Or not. What did the bartender mean by ain't her thing? Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm usually not... I know Joseph doesn't like it when I... Just... Sorry. It's alright. I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's... alright. No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm just... having a really... Forget it. As we get to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait, can we just... Hold on. What's wrong?
Hey.
How about another drink? Old time's sake? Come on, Mary, it's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile.
Hey.
You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest. You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh.
Welcome. You got dads.
Alright, I think we have time for 1 or 2 more dates. I actually want to go on a date with Craig. Really want to get some good quality time in with Craig. Last time we hung out, he was so busy with the kids and fending off flirty moms that I feel like we barely talked. Ever since the first time we hung out, I've been trying to get up a little early for runs. Don't think I'm going to be as embarrassing as last time. Maybe I'll even be able to catch up with him now. Type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey man, been training on my run game recently. Ready for round 2? Craig responds almost immediately. Dude, of course! Emojis! I don't know why he didn't just send an emoji rather than type it out. Another message pops into my inbox from Craig. Let's meet up early tomorrow morning for my favorite morning activity. Brunch. I type back. Brunch? What's that? You run, and then you get brunch. Alright. Craig and I agreed to a time to meet in the morning, and I have a chance to spend the evening hanging out with Amanda.
So, we doing pizza tonight?
Again? Can we do, like, the salad night?
Dad, are you on a health kick?
Not yet. I've formed the committee to examine the possibility of being on a health kick. They haven't returned with their findings.
Dad, if you go on a health kick, then I have to go on a health kick by virtue of being under the same roof as you. I don't know if I have the constitution for that.
I'm sorry, Amanda, it's time.
Not if I have something to say about it.
Suddenly, Amanda lunges for the phone before I can stop her. She has the pizza place on speed dial, of course.
Hi, yes, can I get an extra large pizza with chicken, bacon, extra cheese, and tomatoes, and a couple of garlic sauce cups?
Amanda, you're going a little north here.
Oh, right, can you maybe throw some leaves on there or something? Yeah, he's going on a health kick.
Yeah, Rico, I know.
It's tragic.
Amanda listens for a second.
Hold on, I'll ask. Dad, is oregano a salad?
Oregano is not a salad.
Can't blame me for trying. Nah, Rico. I'm talking to my dad. We'll just go with the meat lover's fantasy. Sure, say hi to the wife and kids for me.
Amanda hangs up.
Rico says hey.
The food gets delivered and we pop down on the couch to eat some za.
Just be careful. Running is a gateway drug. It's a slippery slope, Dad. First you want a couple light jogs, and before you know it, you're converting the garage into a home gym and renewing your subscription to some sort of weekly kombucha delivery service.
Question.
Shoot.
What's kombucha?
Okay, so you weren't too far gone yet. I'm just giving you a hard time, Pops. Really happy you're running more and caring about your health. I want to keep you around for as long as possible.
Thanks, kiddo. Speaking of which, I'm running with Craig tomorrow.
You gonna be able to keep up with him?
Hey, probably not. We laugh and eat more pizza. That is probably healthy in the name of carbo loading. I call it a night early, so that I'm ready for tomorrow. I don't think you're too far gone, rival. When I first started running in the mornings, it was pretty hellish. Now that a few sessions in, it admittedly has become a little bit easier, despite it always ending in me dry heaving over a trash can. Is that what the runner's high is? Just dry heaving? I lace up my tennis shoes, throw on a t-shirt from a rider's summit I went to 20 years ago, and head out the door at a moderate jog. Craig is already outside with River strapped to his chest. He's dressed head to toe in color-coordinated running gear. Wow, I look like a total schlub next to this guy.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, I feel that too. Morning, Craig. River gonna be running with us?
Best as she can. Taking it to the limit, aren't we, kiddo?
Goo.
Oh, I know what that means.
Craig hands her a stuffed toy, which makes her smile ear to ear.
That's Arnold the capybara. Sometimes it's the only thing that'll get her to stop crying.
Oh, I've been there. Amanda had a stuffed panda that she carried around everywhere. She'd have a tantrum if we even tried to wash it. It was gross.
So you've been running lately?
Every morning for 30 minutes. Basically an elite athlete by this point.
Well, I'll try and keep up.
So where are we headed?
I was thinking we could do a couple laps around the park.
Okay, that sounds reasonable.
Then we'll do some hill climbs up a slope.
Okay, I can probably handle that.
And then we'll close it off by doing some wilderness survival hike running to increase our agility.
I'm suddenly struck with the overwhelming need to crawl back into bed.
Sound okay to you? I usually like to throw some timed murder sprints in there, but I'll go easy on you since you're a beginner.
That sounds like something I am able to physically do.
Great! Let's get started.
Craig and I finally arrive at the park. A few other lone joggers make their way around the perimeter, and River waves enthusiastically at everyone we pass. It's a lot more peaceful in the mornings. Aside from birds chirping and River gurgling away in the stroller, it's pretty quiet.
Alright, good warm-up.
That was the warm-up?
Nice.
Let's start the show!
Bro.
But wait,
Craig reaches into his bag and tosses me a water bottle. I fumble it, but thankfully don't drop it.
you gotta hydrate, bro.
I take a long drink from the water bottle and feel reinvigorated. Man, I don't drink enough water. Hey. I look down and pick up Arnold, River's toy, and hand it back to her. Must have dropped this.
Thanks for looking out, bro.
Bro.
You ready?
Yeah! We finally finish our however many teenth lap around the park. I'm breathing heavily, but I can't believe I actually didn't lose Craig. He's even breathing heavily too, which makes me feel a little better. I look down at my shirt and notice that I'm drenched in sweat. Almost looks like a frowny face.
That's one.
What?
Dude.
I'm just kidding. Good hustle out there. I'm really impressed. You're way better than the last time I launched you off a treadmill.
Yeah, man, you really pushed me to the limit just now. Can't believe I held on.
Sometimes you just need someone there with you to push you to do your absolute best. Glad I could be that guy, bro. Who's ready for hill climbs?
Blap.
Here's my little cheerleader. Alex, you ready?
You bet. Craig takes me to a separate portion of the park where there's a steep hill that seems to go out forever. I strain my eyes to see some other joggers at the top. So what do we do now?
We run up the thing.
That looks like a lot.
Alex, there's two things you need to know about this hill. One, don't stop running till you get to the top. And two,
Craig points to the top of the hill.
Bro.
that's not the top.
Let's do this. I finally reached the top of the hill after making my way past what I originally thought was the top of the hill. Once there, I hunch over onto my knees and gasp for air. My lungs are like daggers poking my ribs. I can feel my heart in my ears. River, I'm having a moment. Please.
Boy.
Craig looks like he's taking a beating as well. So he is human.
Alex, put your arms on your head and stretch out your elbows. It'll help you breathe better.
I do as Craig says. Feels a little better, but I'm still in agony.
And here.
Craig tosses me the water bottle again. I hydrate like my life depends on it. Thanks, dude.
Nice.
Phenomenal work. Feel that lightness in your head? That's the runner's high.
Oh, that's it. I thought I was just, dying.
Want to take it slow for a bit?
I would like that very much. As we're catching our breath, River starts crying.
What's wrong, Sweet Pea? Do you want to play with Arnold?
Craig looks around us.
Hey,
Oh boy, man down. I think we lost Arnold.
River keeps wailing.
nice.
I've abandoned my child's toy. We're gonna find him, dude.
Should be simple, right? We just gotta retrace our steps. I remember River last time we got down at the bottom of the hill. Craig and I jog down the path, searching high and low for the stuffed capybara, which Craig takes time to explain to me is a large rodent native to South America. We get to the place where River might have dropped it, but it's still nowhere to be found.
Looks like we got a mystery on our hands. We have to get to the bottom of this.
I suspect foul play. Looks like this is a prime case for world-renowned Detective Dadson.
Dude, it's time for a bro adventure.
A bro-venture. We high-five and decide to jog back to the park to see if we can find any leads.
So, looks like there's a couple more places to check and some bros around here that we could interrogate.
Sounds good.
Wait, who's good cop, who's bad cop?
Think about it for a second. Well, I think that with your stature and overall resilience, you can make an intimidating bad cop. But on the other hand, you do have an adorable baby strapped to your chest, so that softens the edges a bit.
All valid points. I think you'd make a great good cop because of your congenial attitude and willingness to try new things. But then again, I've seen how you get when there are too many commercial breaks during a show, so you have the potential to be a scary bad cop.
I don't want to have to watch Meat Hell in 3-minute segments with 5 minutes of commercials in between. And they're loud! The commercials are too loud! I just want to watch my shows in peace without people yelling at me to buy wiper fluid and stuff.
Bro.
Case in point.
Let's play it moment by moment.
Smart. So, where to, Protective?
The playground. We make our way over to a small playground at the edge of the park. A couple of kids play on the jungle gym while parents watch on the nearby benches. Over on one of the benches, I spot a familiar face. Let's interrogate Joseph. See what Joseph's up to. Jog over to Joseph, who seems to be engrossed in his book.
Joseph!
Joseph nearly drops his book. Hey guys, didn't think I'd see you two out here. Alex, are you exercising? Sure am. You know me, I just love to run and be healthy. That's kind of my whole thing. What are you reading?
Oh, just a book on knots and rope tying.
More McDonald's.
For boats. Boat ropes. Right.
Say, you didn't happen to see a stuffed capybara around here? What's a capybara?
It's a large rodent that's named to South America. Joseph thinks for a second.
Haven't seen one around. I'll tell the kids to keep an eye out.
Your kids are here?
Hey,
Joseph looks around.
more McDonald's.
They were here a second ago. Must have gone exploring around the park.
Do you know where they could have run off to?
They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back.
Alright, thanks for your help.
Thanks, Joseph. I'll let you get back to your rope book.
Boat ropes. Get back to the playground. Craig and I, two grown adults, walk into the playground and begin examining it meticulously for clues. There's no forensic evidence here, no stray capybara hairs at least. After searching fruitlessly for some time, we look up. All the parents are staring at us. We smile and wave as we awkwardly slink away. We head back to the playground. Let's move to another part of the park.
Where to now, bro?
Let's go to the field. We wander out to a grassy field at the center of the park. There isn't a whole lot to see, but there are a few figures camped out on a blanket, and the grass could hold any number of secrets. Let's talk to Matt and his daughter. Carmencita spots us from across the way and waves. She's sitting down with her dad on a sunny green patch of grass. We jog over.
Hey, dudes. Hey, bro.
We just sat down for a picnic. Want some snacks?
Got anything to increase my glycogen reserves?
We have apple slices.
Thank you very much, tiny bro, but I should be fine. You guys working out? Good day for it.
Yep, I'm the picture of health and athleticism.
Good transition, Alex. Say, you haven't seen a stuffed capybara around here anywhere, have you? What's a capybara?
It's a large rodent that's native to South America.
Wait a second, how do you know what a capybara is? You wouldn't happen to have had hands-on experience with one recently, would you?
We learned about capybaras in the 4th grade. I think it's more suspicious that you know what a capybara is.
Oh my god. What if I took Arnold? What if I'm the culprit and I just don't remember? I quickly check my body for any Polaroids I might have kept on my person to remind me of who to trust and who not to trust. I saw Memento once. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Nothing. But what if that's what I wanted myself to think? No, Alex. Don't let them win. I shook off the thought.
I saw a couple of squirrels over by that tree, though. I don't know if that helps you, but if you want to see some cute squirrels, you should definitely check it out.
Thanks for the hot squirrel tip, Carmencita. Well, I better get moving. Gotta find that capybara for River here as it break down. Good luck.
Let me get some apples for the road, though. Carmencita hooks me up with some road slices, and we're on our way. We maneuver back to the field.
Let's check out the squirrels! They're there to notify.
Also, welcome back. Where did the suspect say the squirrels would be again? The tree.
Ah, there they are.
Carmencita was telling the truth. These are some rad squirrels. River seems happy. This may have bought us some extra time. We maneuver back to the field. Let's look for clues. We carefully comb through the field of grass and flowers. Can't seem to find much besides a couple of ladybugs and a nickel. While I'm looking, Craig calls out to me from across the field.
Alex!
Oh, man.
Jog over. Craig is in the grass inspecting something. I approach, my heart in my throat. As I lean over Craig, I see it.
This is Arnold's leg.
I put my hand over River's eyes. No one should be subjected to this. This senseless violence. My God. Who or what would do this?
I don't know, but I think we might be dealing with something beyond our grasp.
I can't look at this anymore. I turn around, trying to wipe the image of the stuffing strewn across the ground from my mind.
We're running out of time. We may already be too late.
Bag it and tag it. Let's keep moving. We maneuver back to the field. Interrogate River. Let's go to another part of the park. I've dad-deuced where we should go next. The woods. We make our way to the outskirts of the park. There are a couple of benches by the dense tree line. Looks like Robert's here all by himself. This also seems like the perfect place to look for clues. Maybe Robert saw something. They're their rival. Gives pats to everyone. We walk over to Robert's bench. Hey, Rob.
Don't call me that.
Okay. Hi, Robert.
Don't call me that either.
Okay. Hey, buddy.
What are you up to? Thinking. This is my thinking bench. I have to get a solid 2 or 3 hours of brooding in per day. Filling quotas. Have you, by chance, seen a small stuffed capybara around?
A capybara is...
It's a large rodent native to South America, I know. So have you seen one? Stuffed one, not a real one. That'd be weird.
Alright, Robert. We've been nice. Help us out or I'm gonna go off, learn how to fight, and come back here to kick your ass.
You? Learning how to fight? Please.
Well, fine. If you don't tell us what we want to hear, I'm gonna spoil the season finale of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers.
You're bluffing. My buddy here does not play by the rules. Alex will do it.
Colin and Flint crash into a haunted...
Stop! You're a monster.
Robert sighs.
I haven't seen any goddamn capybara, okay? Damn.
We return to the woods. Craig and I search through the outskirts of the woods, hoping to find anything that might lead us to Arnold. There are a couple of cigarettes and empty beer cans scattered around the thicket. This is probably the hot spot for edgy teens to hang out at night and say swears and stuff. But it doesn't look like there was any recent activity that might be capybara related.
This might be a dead end, partner, bro.
We return to the woods.
Clock's ticking, dude. Where are we going next?
Head back to the playground. Let's try to calm River down. It's a pretty nice playground. Might as well get a couple swings in.
What about Arnold?
Maybe having a little swing might calm River down. Might buy us some more time.
You're right. She's about to go nuclear. This might prepare her for the possibility of us not being able to find Arnold.
Life is cruel and tough, but at least we'll always have swings. Craig straps River into the baby swing and gives her a gentle push. She giggles. Take a seat on the swing next to her and immediately realize that I'm stuck. River seems to love that. Craig eventually helps me out of the swing, and we decide to get back to the investigation. Head back to the playground. Let's see what Joseph's up to. Jog over to Joseph. Christian and Christy have gone?
They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back.
That sounds a little suspect, Joseph. Mischief, you say?
Oh, Kurt, Douglas!
Wait, am I being interrogated right now?
No. Yes. Just doing our due diligence, Joseph.
Arnold means a lot to River here. I mean, you're more than welcome to ask Christian and Christy. I imagine they have their ears on the ground on all the latest playground drama. They might be somewhere around the woods. Thanks, Joseph. I'll let you get back to your rope book.
Boat ropes. Get back to the playground. Another part of the park. Starting to put the pieces of this case together. Or I have indigestion. We better keep moving. Head back to the woods. We return to the woods. Joseph's twins must be around here somewhere. Time to grow Robert again. We walk over to Robert's bench.
Oh, Christ, what now?
Come on, Robert. The sooner you tell us what you know, the sooner we can let you get back to brooding.
Bad cop time. Robert, if you don't help us, I'm going to put you in a headlock. Is that a threat or a promise? Whoa, slow down.
Hey.
Back off.
We return to the woods. Justice must be in here somewhere. Be back. Robert, I'm gonna keep being vaguely threatening until you tell us something useful.
I haven't seen any goddamn capybara, okay?
Crap. I was really nailing the backup bit too. Thought for sure we had something.
Now what, bro? Just said his twins are around here somewhere, but I have no idea how we're supposed to find them. Wait, those creepy kids? Why didn't you tell me they had something to do with this?
Huh. Maybe I should have left the good cop bad cop routine to the pros on TV.
Yeah! Robert! Bro! Do you know where they are? I do. A lot of people underestimate the senses of the man who broods. I saw them lurking around here a little while ago.
Where'd they go?
Ran into the woods. Be careful, though. I don't trust them. But then again, I don't trust anyone. Not even you guys. Not even that baby.
Brap.
I take that back. You're an old soul, kiddo. Thanks for your help, Robert.
River's screeching is louder than ever. I'm exhausted. Crag is exhausted.
Ah, buddy, I got a rain check on brunch. I need to get River home and calm her down.
Alright, good luck.
Thanks, bro.
I head back to the cul-de-sac alone and head inside the house. God, I'm ready for a shower, a gallon of water, and a nap. I bet Amanda's still asleep. Crack open her door to find her still in bed, sleepily scrolling through her phone.
Morning.
Afternoon, actually.
Right. How was brunch?
Well, we had a good time with the run part, but we didn't make it to the rest of the portmanteau.
Huh?
To brunch. We didn't make it to brunch. Somehow we lost River's toy capybara on our run. Capybara is...
Dad, don't patronize me about giant rodents. I know.
Sorry. Anyway, we figured out that Joseph's creepy twins had something to do with it, but we never got to the bottom of it.
So the run went well, though. I was a little worried about your endurance.
Yeah, it was rough at first, but it ended up being a piece of cake. I actually feel pretty good. My legs give out. I found myself on the floor of the hallway. I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. You take your time getting up. Oh boy.
That was pretty rough. Yikes.
Alright then.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright. I don't think we have enough time for another one. But we have Matt, Brian, Hugo, and Joseph to go, I believe. Yeah. Justin Craig. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, I guess that'll be that. Let's save our game. And let's go. Well, that was fun. I had a really good time. I really enjoyed Damien and Robert's dates. They were really sweet. I'm looking forward to seeing what the second dates are like with everyone else. And then we'll get to pick the daddy that we want to tie the knot with, so to speak. This is a good stream I made. Oh hush. Thanks though. So yeah, the way the dates have been going in terms of time, it looks like we'll be wrapping up the rest of the second dates, and then finding our dream daddy. After that, it'll probably be night in the woods, for real this time. In any case, I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now, and remember, brush your teeth.